Listen up. This is very important and you need to watch this till the end. So Trump just signed a directive to accelerate 6G deployment, which will help operate implantable technologies, which includes AI brain chips, known as Biological Interface System to Cortex. It was announced in December of 2025. It is a paper-thin, flexible silicone chip, and it looks like that. There's already research on security issues with this kind of tech. The 5 paramount security and privacy issues are authentication, access control, malicious behavior, encryption, and communication. Not only that, but there's studies of the risk to health and well-being from radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phones and other wireless devices. Because even when you get a new phone, it has a paper in there that you're supposed to read, and it tells you that you're not supposed to hold your phone to your face, because it is dangerous, and it's already dangerous with 5G, so just imagine when it's 6G. December the 22nd, the White House orders federal agencies to free lower 7 gigahertz band for commercial 6G. Do y'all remember when the sickness was going around, and at the same time these towers were going up? And then a lot of people were getting sick, and if you look up the symptoms for radiation poisoning, it looked a lot like the symptoms that were appearing. Oh, and did I mention that they're wanting to do this without any studies being done of the safety risk? On top of that, Trump is now slamming banks over crypto bill holdup, urges Congress to pass Act ASAP. Because one day, and it looks like very soon in the future, everyone is going to get a mark. And that mark is going to be connected to your money, and it will be used to control whether you can buy or sell. Now, if we look at this patent right here, it's 060606. It's the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity associated with the task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user, which is communicatively coupled to the server. This sensor that people will have in them may sense body activity of the user. Then that body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. Then it will verify if your body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency or pay you if your body activity data is verified. As in, if you do what they tell you to, you will get paid your cryptocurrency. So they're about to install this system that can run these things. Scientists want to use people as antennas to power 6G. So we will be the ones powering 6G. We're going to be used as antennas. And just like this patent says, the chips that are going to be implanted in people will be connected to this system. You will be used as an antenna, and they will be able to sense your body activity and reward you your money if you do what they tell you to do. And that is why he is urging Congress to pass this act. Because in order to control you, you have to get rid of actual money, and everybody has to have a stable coin wallet, which is exactly what this man is doing. We have been warning everyone about this for years. The beast system is being built right in front of you. If you do not have a relationship with Jesus, you need to get one immediately. The Bible says that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe that he died, was buried, and rose again for the remission of your...
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, and verse 11, and it reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Before I begin, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule well in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the whole elect, beginning with the 144,000. Shalom. Right. And I haven't quite yet come up with a title for this lesson, right? But it'll be going on for this video and the next video that I'm finna play shortly hereafter, right? But once again, man, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. So now, as y'all can see, right, the MOTB is literally on its rise, right? It's literally right around the corner. It's finna be mandated, right? Meaning what? Being made mandatory, right? And and we will soon go to the scriptures, right? But we'll replay it, and then as the video go, we'll bring out the scripture. So
Listen up. This is very important, and you need to watch this till the end. So Trump just signed a directive to accelerate 6G deployment, which will help operate implantable technologies, which includes AI brain chips, known as Biological Interface System to Cortex. It was announced in December of 2025. It is a paper-thin, flexible silicone chip, and it looks like that.
and don't this sound familiar, right? And we've been preaching this for quite some time now. Hey, but the MOTB, man, is RFID chip, right? Soon it's going to be made, mandatory, and they're going to implant it, in your hand and your forehead, right? And with this chip, they'll be in full control of you, right? Knowing your whereabouts, seeing what you bought, seeing what you sold, being in control of what you can buy and sell, right? Putting a limit on the things you can buy, right? Because people out here, what is called rationing, grocery rationing, however you want to put it, right? Buying up all the toilet tissue, the meats, things of that sort, right? So now they can be able to put a limit on your purchases, right? Oh, now you can only get 3 items in this. You got to save the rest for the other people, right? Things of that such, right? And like the woman said in the end of the video, which we'll get to, right, that you'll get paid, cryptocurrency by doing what they say, right? So, hey, let's continue on.
There's already research on security issues with this kind of tech. The 5 paramount security and privacy issues are authentication, access control, malicious behavior, encryption, and communication. Not only that, but there's studies of the risk to health and well-being from radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phones and other wireless devices. Because even when you get a new phone, it has a paper in there that you're supposed to read, and it tells you that you're not supposed to hold your phone to your face because it is dangerous. And it's already dangerous with 5G, so just imagine when it's 6G.
As y'all can see, Esau cannot get away from that number 6. And why is that? Because that's his number, right? The number 6 is Esau's number, man. And it's also the number of the beast, right? That is speaks about in Revelation, the 13th chapter. But we'll soon get there.
22nd, the White House orders federal agencies to free lower 7 gigahertz band for commercial 6G. Do y'all remember when the sickness was going around and at the same time these towers were going up? And then a lot of people were getting sick. And if you look up the symptoms for radiation poisoning, it looked a lot like the symptoms that were appearing. Oh, and did I mention that they're wanting to do this without any studies being done of the safety risk? On top of that, Trump is now slamming banks over crypto bill holdup, urges Congress to pass Act ASAP. Because one day, and it looks like very soon in the future, everyone is going to get a mark. And that mark is going to be connected to your money, and it will be used to control whether you can buy or sell. Now, if we look at this patent right here, it's 060606. It's the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity.
As far as I can see, right? Yeah, and that's crazy, right? How even, Esau know what the MOTB is, right? This mark is, right? But these other camps don't, right? So either y'all just retarded or y'all sellouts, man. Y'all got the bad, right? Because ain't no way y'all don't understand this shit. This shit is clear as day, right? If she can get it, there's no way in hell that these other camps can't get it. Like, it's plain. Shit is plain, man. But let's go to Revelation chapter 13. And we'll start at verse 16 through 18, but then we'll jump up to 15, right? So this Revelation 13 and 16 saying, he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that mark, it's the RFID chip, in other words, the Karama, right? And that's soon to be made mandatory, right? That's the MOTB, what this woman is going into, right? So it's saying that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark. So without this mark, you're not going to be able to contribute with the world in a sense, right? You're not going to be part of the system, you know. And we suggest you and we tell you day in and day out repeatedly, right? Do not take the MOTB, as in the mark of the beast. Do not take that RFID chip. As soon as you take it, there's no mercy for you. There's no salvation for you. There's no hope for you anymore, right? Because you basically just put your faith in this Esau system rather than Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. So now you got to go through that wrath and that destruction that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua soon finna bring upon the face of this earth, right? If you take that chip, that'll be the worst decision you will ever make ever in your life, right? So we sit here telling you now, right? Do not take the RFID chip, right? Repent, get right back to with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, and have your faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua to take care of you during these times, right? Because if you take that chip, just know it's all over with. Just know you disconnected from the Most High. Just know that you're done, right? Your life is over with, right? You might seem to be in a good case, but you're not. You're not going to be in a good case, right? So let's continue on. Verse 16 say, and he caused all, both small and great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. What's the number of his name? He said, here's wisdom. Let him that understand it count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. And there's where you get the number 666 from. And then she just reads 060606. You take out the zeros, what is that? 666. Come on, man. This is going right into the beast system. Right? Let's continue on.
Activity associated with the task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user which is communicatively coupled to the server. This sensor that people will have in them may sense body activity of the user. Then that body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user.
So this chip gonna be able to determine and know how you feeling when you wake up, how you feeling throughout the day, right? What you need, all types of things, man. It's crazy.
Then it will verify if your body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system.
And the first red flag that you got to see, right? Currency revenue, however you want to put it, always been, gold, silver, paper, as in a dollar, right? Money, right? A currency was never supposed to be inside a chip that's implanted inside you, So that just shows you right then and there, right, that this a red flag. People trying to, but you got some idiots out here, this is just a new technology, this is the new world, this what the world is coming to. Man, shut the fuck up, man. You just want to be a part of that new world order, right? You're an idiot, Let's continue on.
Reward cryptocurrency or pay you if your body activity data is verified. As in, if you do what they tell you to, you will get paid your cryptocurrency. So they're about to install this system that can run these things. Scientists want to use.
And how you seen, I said, winning the 6G race, right? And like Elder Kazak was going into, right? Like America, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, China, right? They trying to, get this chip out there, right? Because they know once they get the chip out there, what can they do? They can control the people, right? And, I think it's like 50 plus people in China that already got the chip, right? So it's a race, right?
People as antennas to power 6G. So we will be the...
I'm glad you pointed at yourself, right? I don't know what the hell you talking about. We ain't taking shit, right, through the Lord's will, right? We telling y'all not to take it, so why the hell would we take it, right? We got the ultimate power. We got the ultimate help. That chip ain't gonna be worth a damn, right?
One's powering 6G are going to be used as antennas. And just like this patent says, the chips that are going to be implanted in people will be connected to this system. You will be used as an antenna, and they will be able to sense your body activity and reward you your money if you do what they tell you to do. And that is why he is urging Congress to pass this act. Because in order to control you, you have to get rid of actual money, and everybody has to have a stable coin wallet.
Come on, man. It's Revelation 12:12. Said, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And so these devils, they want the dollar to crash. They want all these other allies and nations to do away with the dollar. So why? So they can implement this chip, right? Why you think Trump is rushing the Congress to pass this out? This act. So like you often say, I said ASAP, right? But to pass this out, man, this act, right? Because he trying to get that chip implemented, man, right? Especially with this war going on, that's a great, cover or a great excuse or a great way in their eyes to implement, like, hey, this war going on. We need to have control of all U.S. citizens, immigrants who coming in, who coming out. We need to know everything, all your whereabouts. You feel me? They go try to use these as excuses to why you should get it or to why it's made mandatory, right? They're not going to say, oh, yeah, it's to track you, this and that. Nah, they go use excuses here so you can get paid. You go get paid way more when you receive this chip. They're going to be advertising and things of that such, right?
Which is exactly what this man is doing. We have been warning everyone about this for years. The beast system is being built right in front of you.
God, man, she right. The beast system is literally right here, right around the corner. Soon to be made mandatory. Right now, pause right there because start going to JC and shit. And we ain't going all that. But we go play this video right here and then go into it. Then that'll be the lesson through the Lord's will.
If oil hits $300 a barrel, this is how life could change for the United States and everyone in it. With oil being blocked, most people think that just our gas is going to go up, but in fact, oil is essential in things like medicine, energy, and everything else pretty much in the world. If oil hits $300 a barrel, which they are predicting it will, gas prices could go up to $15 per gallon, and medicine could almost double or triple the cost that it is now. But that is just one domino that will fall. Families will start to have to make hard choices. Now, to understand all of this, you need to know that America's superpower is not its military, it's the dollar. After World War II, the United States made a deal where all oil around the world gets bought with the US dollar. This is what is called the petrodollar. Every country that needs oil needs to buy it in dollars, and this is what keeps the United States on top. Now, with the recent conflict, they are blocking oil on purpose. They want to essentially topple our economy. Now, Iran is not the only country that wants to topple the US dollar. There's plenty of other countries that do as well. These are called the BRICS countries, and they have unified, and they want a gold-backed standard instead of a US dollar standard. Most people don't know that the US dollar standard has only been around since the late 1940s. Every single currency throughout the history of time has always been turned over or toppled. Every single one. Now, while you have all this going on, Wall Street is also sitting on a time bomb. The stock market is...
So when the US dollar is toppled, things like that, so what y'all think will happen then? Think they gonna bring gold and silver back? No. RFID chip. Oh yeah, this the new currency now. Take her to be killed, right? And like I said, take her to be killed. Let's go back to Revelation, the 13th chapter, and verse 15. And the reason he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So if you don't worship with this new world order, you don't worship with this, you don't get this new, this chip, right? Abide by their rules, their new laws, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to be killed or thrown in jail, right? They're not going to play with you, right? Because with this new world order, they're trying to get the population back down to either 6 million or 6 billion people, right? So they gonna be willingly killing you if you don't abide by their rules, abide by their statutes, right? Like I say, they shall be like madmen sparing none, right? They not gonna spare you, right? If you arguing that your little child is not going to receive the chip, right? Guess what they're gonna do with that little child? They're going to kill it, right? They're going to delete it, right? They don't care. All right.
Is being propped up by the AI bubble. These are not AI profits, it's just all hype. If the AI bubble pops, it is bad news for most people. Most retirement accounts will basically go to almost zero, and the US will be in a very, very bad situation. Now, this is where Ray Dalio comes in. If you don't know Ray Dalio, he was a very successful investor, but he also wrote a book called The Changing of the World Order. What he talks about is that every 75 to 100 years, there's a changing in the world power. Right now, we've been a world power for a little over 100 years, and he has said that we are basically at the end of the timeline. It happens to everybody. Britain, Holland, and just keep going back through time. Every superpower eventually topples. It's not a prediction anymore, it's a pattern. Now, the scary part is that all three of these things are about to topple at the same time: oil, the stock market, and the dollar. Now, to make matters worse, they have started hitting desalination plants. Desalination plants are critical in order for water supply. If you heard, there was an attempted attack or a drone attack on California on our desalination plants. They are going to go after our most critical resources via cyber attack, via natural resources, so you need to be prepared. This is what I would do to prepare. If you don't have a stockpile of any sort of common medicines for you, for your kids, that is what I would stock up on immediately. Additionally, get some food supplies for the next few months. That is what you're going to need, and get some cash saved away. That vacation that you're thinking about taking, I would double think that, because the prices of AC, air conditioning, are going to go up dramatically. We're going to have a very hot summer here in the United States, and the price of oil is going to go up to $300 a barrel. Now, we use 40% oil to power our energy supply here in the United States. So the prices of everything are about to go through the roof. You need to be prepared, and you need a backup plan. If oil
Well, ain't no need of no backup plan. All right, ain't no need of, trying to get a bunker and, stock up on goods and whatever the case may be, because we know it's all just going to get destroyed, right? It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. In verse 72, right? I started verse 71, it reads, "They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord," right? And why is that? Because the ones that fear the Lord, right, those are going to be the ones that's resisting to abide by Esau New World Order, right? So therefore, they're going to be, their persecution time, right, killing and trying to make an example out of us of what's going to happen if you don't abide by the New World Order, right? Verse 73. Then, verse 72, so like the point, "For they shall waste to take away their goods and cast them out of their houses," right? So you stocking up for what? Just so the soldiers can get your resources, right? Okay, that's what's going to happen. They ain't going to do shit, but take you captive, right? And take all your shit, so there's no need to, stock up on medicine, fucking water, canned goods and shit, because they ain't gonna do shit but take it, right? But of course, make sure you okay. I'm not just saying, just bullshit around. Nah, be able to, eat things of that such until shit get real. Then you'll know how to move then, right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashin, Yahweh Shah, right? But anyways, right? How he said, all these things for the top of the oil, the U.S. dollar, and what else did he say? I can't really remember, but all these gonna ultimately be into this new world order. The downfall of America, right, and etc. MOTB, but. We're seeing that all these things is soon to come, man. All right. Let's see if it pop up real quick. Just reading it real quick. Well, like you say, man, it's a pattern, right? Hey, Esau them days at the end of they pattern, man. I can't wait. All right, but I already brought out the precepts that, that came to the top of my head. The Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. All right, once again, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Krakodash. Until next time, Shalom.